Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely. And of course, if you guys do find any information in this video valuable, useful, whatever the case is, definitely consider subscribing and turning notifications on, as I am greatly appreciative of that. Now, overall, yes, we are always focused on price in crypto. We are humans. We want to get rich. We want to make money, and we're not going to get, we're not going to get anywhere watching the price, especially sit stable. But I just want you guys to all know that you watching the price is pretty much like you watching the clock. It's not going to speed up the price, or I shouldn't say that. It's not going to speed up the time, and it's not going to make the price go up. And I just want you guys to all understand that when we're talking about QNT currently, I still believe that it's an easy long-term winner, and we are still seeing accumulation happening in terms of the accounts. But the most bullish thing that I'm going to be addressing in this video is something to do with this. So without that, or I should say without further ado, let's just jump on in and let's talk more so about, the price action. So yes, we are still in this chop zone. Yes, we are still ranging on. Yes, it still looks like a very downward trend here, but I believe that this cycle or this pattern right now is going to be breaking eventually. I am hoping for maybe one last bounce off of the $156 range. Maybe that will pretty much put us back on track to break $205, finally hold above that, and of course target $300 plus. We do still need a lot more volume. We are still seeing, volume diminishing. In terms of the Bitcoin pair for QNT, we're pretty much seeing the same exact chart and the same exact metrics. Basically, volume still not there. It's still in a downward trend, and it's still diminished volume in general. So we are still not in a point where we are going to be happy anytime soon. Until that changes, we still need a lot more buyers for QNT. I think it's most likely because, a lot of individuals are kind of scared to put the $166 in just to get one, when they could get, maybe 10,000 of this, 1,000 of that. And I just want you guys to all understand that it's not all about quantity. Sometimes it's just all about quality. If you're looking for something to hold long term, maybe you're not a long term player here, that's totally fine. But if you're holding something long term, guess who's your best friend? That's right, QNT, aka Quant Network, because I honestly think this is a massive gem, and I think that a lot of individuals really need to understand that at the end of the day, this is going to be something that is going to really make a lot of individuals a lot of money in the long term, and we're going to be talking about that. So let's just move on and let's talk about something that's actually very interesting, and that is some quant metrics, specifically speaking about this down here, the percentage of QNT on exchanges. This has been in a downward trend forever now. And honestly, I've been talking to you guys about this since this was at around like 1.47%. Yeah, we're now down to about 1.36%. And I know that that might, for a lot of individuals, might not seem like a lot, but just know that this is the total amount of QNT left on exchanges. There's not that much left, especially even going back as far as like 1 year ago. So let's actually go back to 1 year ago. So it's currently, we'll just go off of this. So in 1 year, the supply on exchanges dropped from 3.66% to currently 1.36%. That is nearly over half of the supply gone in literally 1 year. So if we do that yet again, guess what? There's not going to be much left on exchanges. Of course, I do believe that with some selling, we will most likely see more quants being left on exchanges, which is fine, but I do believe that this is going to result in a massive supply shock very soon. And of course, we do see the percentage of, early investors still hodling. This has actually been increasing since around November, as you guys do see. So that's also very significant. And Unique Wallets hodling token has been on a massive skyrocketing pretty much move since January of 2021. We do see this massive spike in holding. In fact, going back just to August, we were at 28.5K. Now we're at 45.1K. This is huge, and I think that this is great, and we are still seeing percentage of tokens held by the top 100 wallets. We're seeing this growing, actually. So that's awesome, to say the least. And I think that a lot of these metrics do stand true to the idea that Quant will experience a supply shock. I believe that a massive supply shock will happen for QNT, especially with the utility behind it. I'm very excited to watch that day actually happen. Now, we do see here QNT back on the Amazon Web Service marketplace, fine from QNT London. This is pretty significant. I think that this is also very interesting. We know that Amazon Web Services has been in the game for a little bit of time. We know that they love DLT technologies. We know that they love crypto technologies as well. We do see here Quant is pioneering technology company enabling trusted interactions between companies and their customers by using DLT technologies. And of course, you can pretty much read all about it. But overall, I think that this is cool to see it back on Amazon Web Services. Maybe something is brewing, maybe something is not. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on that. I think that this is pretty cool though, and I do believe that Amazon Web Services is going to be pioneering crypto technology. I think that they're going to be one of the largest names in the space to really kind of just adopt crypto in general. We know that Amazon Web Services has been in the game for a while for crypto. I'm waiting for Amazon. You know, I'm really waiting for Amazon to get their hands on things, because Amazon Web Services, in terms of their marketplace to, you know, just Amazon in general, is a little bit different. Not much, but it is a little bit different. Now, we also see here, I missed this one. Now, this is Chief Architect, Oracle Blockchain. We're basically relying upon Quant Overledger to provide this interoperability with things like Ethereum, Corda, or like, I know we have customers who are Overledger to integrate Oracle blockchain and other blockchain networks. Listen closely to this, guys.
Okay, perfect. And then there was another question here about explaining more about Overledger. And my question there is, you know, Overledger is blockchain interoperability. And are you doing anything with the Hyperledger Cactus framework as well?
Yeah, we've been monitoring Cactus. We've not been doing anything with it at the moment. Overledger is handling this at a, you know, sort of a lot higher level, I guess. And we're basically relying upon them to provide this interoperability with things like Ethereum or Corda or the like. So, and I don't know a ton about their offering, I will have to admit. So, but I know we have customers who are using this to be able to integrate our blockchain platform with other blockchain networks.
Okay, perfect.
And I mean, honestly, like when we're talking about the power behind this technology, like Oracle is such, like, I know when people talk about Oracle, like not a lot of people really know or understand the technology behind it. All you really need to do to understand the scale behind Oracle is just the numbers. Okay? Look at how many clients they have. Look at what they're building. QNT is bridging that. That's huge. And I've talked to you guys about Oracle on many occasions. I'm not going to go back in time and talk to you guys more about it. I don't want to waste your time. But in general, Oracle is a huge name. Now, we also do see here in terms of total addressable market, TAM, we're just going to call it TAM. How big is the TAM that QNT can serve? When you have financial infrastructure and capital markets infrastructure globally that is powered by QNT, it's the entire financial system globally, plus central banks now getting into the space with CBDCs. This is huge. I want you to all understand that the day that crypto becomes a utility-driven market, I think a lot of individuals are just going to be sitting there with their mouths literally to the floor, and they're just going to be in shock, because that's when we're going to see a lot of these assets absolutely go parabolic. I mean, yeah, sure, you know, things might look a little rough in the market, but that's because we are pretty much reliant on Bitcoin, which came out in 2008, and since then, yeah, sure, has, you know, a few little updates and tweaks to it in terms of the Lightning Network, but let's be honest. Bitcoin, it's almost time for something else to reign supreme over this market and get us out of this Bitcoin market, because that is not going to be around forever. To be honest with you guys, I believe the day that, you know, Bitcoin gets flipped is coming very soon. I think that we will see it by 2025 at least. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. That's just my opinion, of course, but I'd love to hear from you all as well. Now, shout out to Dread Bongo as well, because we do see here Gilbert Verdine in 2017, he was playing chess while, these guys were playing checkers. I mean, he literally had the massive global regulatory bodies select it, in terms of their DLT projects and how they are going to bridge this. They had this plan for a very long time. They knew what they needed to solve in terms of interoperability. They knew that specific DLT technologies, even in terms of the legacy technologies too, right? Because we also have to think about it like this, right? You can't just be like, hey, we have this CBDC, let's just reinvent the wheel with this massive CBDC project, and also we have DLTs, so it's going to be an easy just upgrade, right? No. Okay, think about it like this. Without interoperability, without these interoperability layers that are, doing API plug and plays for a lot of these major new infrastructures, think about it like this. How long do you think it would take every single bank to upgrade their system to be able to communicate with DLT technologies? Think about the individuals that would have to come out in terms of IT individuals that have to come out and upgrade their systems. It's a huge headache. But guess what? Q&T is solving all of that. Q&T is allowing these banks to plug and play with Overledger, being able to communicate on a massive network with DLTs and also even legacy, networks as well. That is incredible. So all of these banks that still run on legacy networks are still going to be able to plug and play with DLT technologies and even CBDCs instantaneously. That is massive. Okay? Now we also see, again, from Q&T, loving the overall marketability of Q&T. They keep quoting, all right, so first off, I talked to you guys about the BIS stuff yesterday, right? Well, now they're saying also included in the prototype were 5 commercial banks: Citi, Credit Suisse, Goldman Sachs, Hype Lensberg, I hope that I said that, or Hippie Lensberg, I'm sorry if I butchered that, and UBS, wholesale CBDC. Why are they quoting this? Why are they even talking about this? And you guys could open this article and really kind of read more about this from them if you guys do want to. But this is talking just about the BIS Swiss National Bank 6 exchange complete wholesale CBDC trial, which I talked to you guys about yesterday. But it's huge because these are some huge names. Like Citi is something to not disregard. Credit Suisse is not something to disregard either. Goldman Sachs, of course, as you guys are probably all aware, even UBS, right? These are huge names in this space. And everybody's like, probably questioning themselves like, but who's providing interoperability? Is Quant one of them? Like, in my mind, why would Q&T be quoting this? You don't see that from any other project out there. So in my mind, Q&T has some sort of foot in the door already working with some of these large names. That's what I'm getting from this tweet. Let me know what you guys think on that as well. I do want to hear from you guys. Like, I love hearing from you all. You guys are pretty much the livelihood of this channel. Without you guys, I really would not be uploading. So you guys are incredible. I'd love to hear from you all on some of this. I want to hear your opinion. In my opinion, yes, Q&T is going to be the interoperability layer between a lot of these huge corporations, these major financial institutions and banks, and that is why I am here for it. That is why I hold Q&T. I know the potential and the power behind this asset. Of course, I love to hear from you guys. Definitely comment down below. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.